I've been asked a couple different times this week about media blasting, and I figured it's time to do a video. So what media blasting is where you're going to use some high pressure to shoot some sort of abrasive media. That can be soda, dry ice, or walnut shells, those things at usually attic sheathing. And what it does is it acts as high pressure sandpaper that is going to rip the surface growth and embedded growth off of that surface. Well, as you can imagine, there's a couple different issues with this scenario. Number one, it sounds really cool, but when we start talking about using that in an attic space, we're talking about a high expense. Number two, when you're using things like that, especially if you're using dry ice, the personal protective equipment or PPE requirements can be really, really stringent. So again, pair that with an extremely hot attic, and we've not only added price, but we've limited how many months of the year we're able to do that, right? And then number three, there's just better ways. We can use sanding hooked up with a HEPA vacuum. We can replace the attic sheathing. The issue that you run into here is when you do the soda blasting or media blasting, we're not actually removing the mold. It's removed from the surface, but we've actually vaporized that and put it back into the environment. So that's either going to be in all of the eaves of your attic in those little bays that we need to now vacuum out, or it's going to put it airborne and it's going to go all over or leak into the rest of the house through air leaks. There's just a lot better ways we could do this. I mentioned already HEPA vacuuming with an oscillating sander before in a video, and I think that's the best way. Realistically, what my number one recommendation in an attic is to just replace the attic sheathing next time you do a roof. When we're talking about incremental costs, that's usually the best way that you can do this, depending on when you're going to do a roof. It's much less expensive and more effective to take that sheathing off with the new roof and put new sheathing on than to do any kind of abrasion or HEPA vacuuming aggressively or any of these other chemical options that are out there. I hope this helps.